Hey guys, welcome back. It's your brother in Christ, Weston. Thanks for joining me today. Man, today's article comes out of End Times Headlines. Let's get into it. Okay, I I haven't read all this. I just read the title, and you know how I do it. I just go straight into it blind. And this is just so happen chance that with the whole Egypt thing, and now this as well. Let's just read. Declassified files, declassified, meaning they know. Declassified files claim that the CIA, you got JFK, CIA, who's messing around with that. What happened to Martin Luther? What about Epstein? Now we got pyramids. Now we got the what? Found the Ark of the Covenant by using psychics. You wonder why I believe this to be real? Because psychic is going to be something metaphysical, something spiritual, something that's not in the natural. The Ark of the Covenant is a very natural thing, and it's supernatural in its presence. It's natural in its material, and it's supernatural in what it can do. This is nuts. I don't even know what to think. Let's read. Um, it says in the revelation that sounds more like Hollywood script. You better believe it. Than historical fact. Recently highlight. I don't know anything about this. Recently highlighted declassified CIA documents claim that the agency may have located the legendary Ark of the Covenant by using psychics. The extraordinary assertion tied to secretive 1980s project has sparked intrigue and skepticism across the news outlets and social media platforms. According to the article published by The Independent entitled CIA Found the Ark of the Covenant by Using Psychics, declassified files claim the story originates from documents first declassified in August 2000, but recently broke back into spotlight. Interesting. The report details a remote viewing. If you guys don't know what that is, it's like where they try to induce where like you have an out of body experience where people say I remote viewed myself from myself. I was outside of myself, or I looked down the hall, or I saw this person, They moved about and went to a different planes or whatnot. Regardless, that they are knowingly doing this. It's like if I've ever had a dream. I've never remote viewed, but if I had a dream that I know I'm in a dream, I'll conjure up anything in my dream. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll fly. I'll have superpowers. I'll do this. I'll do that. It doesn't matter what it is because I know I'm in a dream, so I know it can happen. I know it can work. Um, I've been able to do that, and that's just like I'm in a dream. Oh, it's almost like you have sleep paralysis, and when you have sleep paralysis, you know you're asleep, but then like you feel like something's coming after you. Like people talk about like something's chasing you or demons or something sitting on you. You're like you can't get out, but you know that you're sleeping, you're in a dream, you're half asleep, you're trying to wake up. And in this response, you're feeling something spiritual happen. Dreams are wild. I have to ask the Lord, like, what are dreams in connection to us in reality at someday when we meet him face to face. It says conducted on December 5th, 1998, where a psychic identified only as remote viewer number 32 was tasked with locating the Ark, a gold-plated chest believed to be where the House of the Ten Commandments. Why would the CIA want to find that? Who cares? It's just all bogus. It's all BS, right? It's not true. Why would the CIA the CIA ever have any interest in some old book that's been corrupted and it's not true, it's not real, there is no God, and you're your own God, and you know aliens are real, and this is all made up like fairy tale. Why would the CIA, for anybody out there who thinks we're a joke, I think you're a joke for such a goofball that you think that you don't believe it. The CIA tasked a psychic to remote view to find. Do you understand how spiritual this all is? To find the Ten Commandments, the Ark of the Covenant. I'll tell you what, man. If there's ever times where you just feel like people are gonna fall into the hands of the Lord and realize the ignorance that they have been living with because they've willfully just not rejected, like the CIA took a remote viewer who didn't they give a name to, number 32, by the way. That's what it says here, in the 80s, and went to go find the Ark of the Covenant and had them remote viewing, which we just really learned about remote viewing probably the past couple of years. They've been doing it for decades. Come on, man. Like, I just, I don't believe anybody anymore who tells me that I'm weird or conspiracy theory. Like, you know what, bro? You're the person. You're the person that, man, I just don't want to take any information from at some point. Anyways, I'm ranting. The psychic allegedly pinpointed a location in the Middle East. That's insane. Where were you? Describing it being protected by entities, though the documents did not specify whether they were human, supernatural, or otherwise. Oh, bro, I bet it's like both. Um, Accompanying descriptions were sketches, including depictions of seraphim, one of the four angelic figures traditionally associated with the ark, and mummies lined up along a wall. The New York Post echoed this narrative in a piece titled Declassified CIA Files Claim Psychic Found Ark of the Covenant, emphasizing the experimental nature of the CIA's remote viewing program. The initiative, part of the broader Stargate project, aimed to harness psychic abilities for intelligence gathering during the Cold War. The article notes that psychics was not informed of the target object beforehand, adding a layer of intrigue to the claim. Um, Daily Mail offered additional context to its coverage. CIA psychics found the Ark of the Covenant in declassified files, suggesting the document's resurgence in the public discourse may be fueled their circulation on social media. The outlet highlighted the historical and biblical significance of the Ark, often depicted as a powerful artifact lost to time, questioned whether CIA's findings, if true, could rewrite history. Bro, it is this. It's not rewriting it. It is history. It's real. Uh, the outlet highlighted skepticism abounds. However, Newsweek addressed the story in an article. Did the CIA really find the Ark of the Covenant? What does the classified files say? Urging caution. It pointed out the remote viewing, while a documented CIA endeavor, remains controversial, with many experts dismissing its results as unreliable, unverifiable. It's always going to be this way when something becomes biblical. Always, always, always. And that's exactly what I think the seed has been planted to deter from people actually looking into it, which then allows these kind of operations to continue to go on unchecked, because you can build a bad rapport, a bad image around said thing, only to know that it's true and it's making its way freely to its destination and origin. This is what we talked about yesterday with designer babies and designer humans, guy trying to fix Alzheimer's. He literally made daughters, twins, twin girls who are immune to HIV. That is insane. Literally. How do you do that? We don't even have cures for that, but you did it through gene editing. What else can you do? Stop aging? Benjamin Button? You see what I'm saying? So then it's like, if that's supposedly a good thing on the surface level, then what would be the underminings of allowing that to happen in a way where you're not seeing it? It's two parallel lines. The one we know about is the top one. We'll never see the bottom one until it kind of pokes its head out. And by the time it pokes its head out, it will have made leaps and jumps and bounds in its technology and the things that have been done. And so that always happens. Whenever something like this happens, it's like they explicitly tell you what's happening, yet we refuse to believe it because there's been a thread of bad actors where we're just like dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. Conspiracy theories are false. These people are crazy, and you build that narrative and that report, and then people start to believe it, and you literally brainwashing everybody. And then when the thing actually happens and goes through, it's like the people who have been talking about it for years, when it finally, just like UFOs, people like, hey man, it's not real. Then all of a sudden aliens start showing up, and now people are like, yo, aliens are real. Like, what happened to you, dogging on people and shaming people and laughing at people and dismissing them like explicitly? And now it's all like, it's okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how we operate. And it's, realize like that is something that is, it is a tactic and a weapon used to allow atrocities to happen without you ever knowing. Insane. Um, it says the piece noted that the classified files did not provide conclusive evidence of the Ark's discovery, only psychics' impressions. That's what they used it for, leaving room for interpretation. The Times explored the cultural impact of the Ark of the Covenant. Psychic search resurfaces in declassified files. This suggests that the story's timing coinciding with the renewed interest in conspiracy theories and ancient mysteries may explain the viral spread. The article referenced posts on X where users shared links to Independence Report with an often mixed fascination and disbelief. Claims remain unverified beyond the psychic's amount and no physical evidence of the Ark's discovery. Who's gonna even share that, bro? Still, the blend of espionage, mysticism, and biblical lore have captivated imaginations. Whether a genuine breakthrough or artifact of a Cold War experimentation, the tale of CIA's psychic search for the Ark of the Covenant continues to blur the line between fact and legend. as reported across the Independent, New York Post, Daily Mail, Newsweek, and Times on this day, March 28th. That's insane, bro. I JFK, bro. I mean, dude, CIA killed JFK. We're saying this. Bad actors. What else? What else, bro? Martin Luther, JFK. We have Epstein type stuff. Like we have pyramids that are showing up. We still got aliens and UFOs still showing up. Things like that. Like come on, bro. At some point the light bulb goes off and you release the really tight grip of your belief around these things and you start to open the hand and go, maybe I'm wrong. That is the best thing you can say when you are been proven to, when you've been given so much evidence to show that you are wrong. That, and I get it, sometimes people are like so held to a belief that it feels like it'll change them in said way. It's going to change you for a good way because it's truth and truth is good. And this is the truth. We're pointing to truth. This is true. True is good. It feels scary to be wrong. Maybe it feels even scarier for something to be true because you believed it's wrong for the whole time. See what I'm saying? That's why you have to find truth and you have to know who truth is. That's Jesus. That's the Lord Jesus, Father, Son, and Spirit, the Trinity, the Bible. It's all true. To know that, we rest firmly in that and have peace about that. Like I've never felt more solid and even more solid in my faith as I keep continue to grow and grow and grow. And I still these things of antiquity show up and these conversations start to fester and to get bigger and boil over because the artifacts are showing themselves. Antiquity is showing itself, and it's like this is even more stepping stones to end times where I believe that we're at. And that proverbial bomb that we talk about that has no fuse, but it's being held, like the Lord is just holding it, waiting for it to explode. And whatever happens, dude, I don't know. But that's my vision of it. So anyways, that's the video, guys. If you like the video, be sure to like the video. Let me know if you find anything else about this. Like, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to think about it. And let me know if you feel like I'm wrong. You know, we can always disagree here cordially. And I'm grateful that you do. Challenge me. I'm all for it. I'll see you in the next one.